Sorry for the my beginning. I had to like computer's being a little bitch. Well, let's just say my computer's being a little bitch tonight. I think there's some kind of a graphics driver issue. So worried how this is gonna go, but we'll. You know, I don't have time to fix it right now. How you doing? So, remind me again, when did the original Psychonauts come out? It was like 2002, I think. So almost 20 years between games. Not that long. But long and all. Will you play or send all Shenmue games? That'd be really cool. See, maybe eventually. I do own them. I don't plan to play with them right now, though. You missed my stream last night? I actually did some streaming on a friend's page last night. Hope it went well for you then. You're now my competition doctor, baby. I will leave nothing but your fucking bones. I kid, no. I hope your stream went well. Hope you had fun doing it too. 2005? Okay, I was a little few years off. So still, it's almost 15 years since the last game. Weirdly, the first game was due to be published by Microsoft as well. And then they, like, backed out of it, and they had almost killed the game. That'd be published by Majesco or some shit like that. And now Microsoft is here publishing the sequel because they bought the developer. What up, Francis Slice? How are you? How is everyone? Oh, my controller? I'm gonna need you later. What was my initial thought on Leon and Resident Evil movie? I haven't watched any Resident Evil movie, but I saw someone posted in my Discord, and it's like, it's a joke, right? That's who you cast to play, like, you know, what's his name? The guy from 3. Not Leon is pretty much straight, is just, you know, the blonde pretty boy. It's kind of hard to see him as anything else. You streamed Blair Witch. It was the most popular video the page has had. So where did you stream it at? I'm not used to having a stream called a page. But seems like it went pretty well for you. Lazy Gamer, they give you a 28-month sub, by the way. Did I play the first game? I did play I played the first game quite a few times actually. I just never I've not played it in recent years or made a video on it. But maybe that'll change a bit. Come back to me, my stream. There we go. The page is Serber TV. So I've never heard of it before. This is like a national thing or something, like for their country, or just like trying to do something opposite than Twitch. Usually it's either Twitch streaming or like some kind of regional streaming thing that like they have in like some Asian countries. What's up, Jim? How you doing? How you doing? But I think we'll have a good time tonight. All the reports of this game are that it's actually very good. So I'm pretty happy that's turned out that way. I was always worried if this game got a sequel, it would kind of suck. Because I have not really been impressed with anything Tim Schafer has done since Psychonauts 1, to be honest with you. I was almost impressed with Brutal Legend, then it turned into a really crappy console RTS game. And then I backed that Broken Age game, and that ended up being a boring piece of shit. And then they did like a bunch of other games I never even played. But here we are. Got here to say good night and have a nice stream. Unfortunately, I can't keep my eyes open, so have fun. Hey, have a good night's sleep, Nicholas. Sorry you can't stay with us tonight. The VOD will be there when you want to watch it, though. Never back a Kickstarter. I did back a few Kickstarters back when that first kind of like exploded into popularity. There's a couple that I backed. I backed, what was it? I backed Broken Age. That was the first one I ever backed, actually. And after that, I backed some other kind of like game called Satellite Rain, and I got it. I never played it. And then I backed the Homestuck adventure game as well. I did play through that when I got it, but it's like, forgettable. And I think that might have been the only 3 things I ever backed. Forgot to tell you, Halo 5 was a great video. Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. I was pretty happy that it turned out. Normally, my best videos come from games I enjoyed. That was one of the rare cases where I actually did a really good job, I think, on a game I did not like at all. The only game I ever backed was Wrath of the Righteous. Yeah, I haven't backed a Kickstarter game in quite a while. I got out of that trend after just a couple of times. Like, you know what? These aren't going so well. There's been a couple of successes that come out, though. How was my day? Relaxing. I just, cleaned. Is that weird that I thought cleaning was relaxing? Need to do a little bit more, though. Was a Sonic fan art a joke, a reference to Sonic 2? No. No, it was not. I mean, technically, you could read it as that, but it was not what I had in mind. Trust me, that guy is not the only person to ever make creepy... Chris Chan is not the only one who's ever made creepy Sonic fan art. Or fiction. In fact, a good number of the Sonic fans are degenerates. I mean, come on. We all know it. We all probably know someone who's a big Sonic fan, who never shuts up about how much he thinks Rose isn't good enough for Sonic, or some other stupid bullshit. Whereas, like, you know what, Tails and Sonic, they truly love each other. They're more than just brothers. They're bros. It gets weird in that circle of fans. Too many people just had very lonely childhoods, I think. Rose, whatever that pink hedgehog girl's name is, has a hammer. Tell us of how you really feel, Dart. I mean, it's something to, make jokes about. I don't really have any strong emotions on it. It's that it's legendarily known the Sonic fandom can be a little bizarre at times if you get too deep. Speaking of weird, fandoms, let me send out a few announcements to my own. To answer your question from earlier, Cerber is a friend of mine who has a page called Cerber TV. He streamed in his bedroom. He has a killer studio set up there. Could be streaming 39 now. Oh, well, like I said, I should probably have one of those killer studio setups too, since it is my job and all. But I still do this guerrilla style. Like, I have my work desk, and I have none of those fancy gamer lights or anything impressive looking around me. It's just my regular setup that I'm comfortable in. Are you saying I have a weird fandom? Do I even have to state that? I think it seems obvious. Hey, Kurosaki, how you doing? Thank you for the 20 months. How are you this fine night? Come on, YouTube. I'm kind of worried about playing this tonight. When I loaded this game up, I got an alert from about your driver has known issues. Please install a different driver. It's like, I don't have time. I gotta stream. Noticed some weird shit going on with my computer recently, so there might be a driver issue. I have to roll back the latest NVIDIA stuff. Also, Blue Joshua, thank you for your 54 months. Good God, this game looks interesting. Have you ever played the first one? It is. Think of a think of something like those old claymation movies that you used to love, like The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's kind of got a feel for that. A feel like that, only with... Well, the original had more of a feel, and maybe this one doesn't, but it was like Psychic Summer Camp, but they were definitely going for that kind of feel. Something that's bizarre, but also very well written and funny. Hoping to get Twitch legit next stream? Hey, go for it. Psychonauts is like a Tim Burton platformer. Exactly. I think that was actually kind of their goal, too. Got the JJ vaccine yesterday, had a bit of a headache, got some Tylenol and Morbi. Ah, good on you for getting vaxxed, my man. Now Do you have to get 2 with them, or just the 1 with the JJ vaccine? I had to get 2. Both times it made my arm hurt, but other than that, I was fine. Hopefully everyone's, being safe out there. And getting the vax if it's a possibility for you. Get the blood clots time to work through. JJ is just one, probably a little bit easier then. But hey, regards, good job getting yourself taken care of. So you've played the first Psychonauts. Is the last level some bullshit or what? Yeah, the Meat Circus is legendarily known for bullshit. I think they went back and re-releases of the game and fixed the difficulty of it somewhat. I believe they made a few changes to make it easier and not so goddamn bullshit, as you said. But I don't think I ever played that version of it. Who knows, maybe I'll have to do a Psychonauts 1 playthrough. I should have done one before, but the time never really showed up as a good time to do it. So, hold on a second, let me, change some settings. Whack. Very high, temporal, Anyone who's got graphics knowledge, is the temporal the one I want? Or, I never can figure out what is the best form of anti-aliasing. Because you got FXAA and MXAA and then temporal. Actually, you only got 2 different options here. One of them's higher taxing on your system too. We did the whole game was a cakewalk and the boom hardly. Yeah, well, I don't... No, yeah, most of the game was not that difficult. It's just fun. Out of curiosity, what are the odds of an FF7 retro integrate sim video? Very, very low. There isn't a lot there. Not enough to make me really consider it, I think. But I'll keep the footage just in case I change my mind. Because who knows, maybe at one point I will eventually end up doing like DLC sins. I guess these are all pretty good. They're all set to textures, ambient occlusion, reflections, post-processes. Yeah, seems good. We won't change anything. Did you beat the FF70s? I did. Now I gotta eventually get around to doing the Ghost of Tsushima DLC. Alright, I guess. Everything looks good. Hello, what's up, T-Dot? How you doing tonight? Honestly, the Napoleon section of the first game was the worst part. Oh, the board game, you mean? I don't remember hating it. Because I like the design of that level. It did have some annoying bits to it, since it was just like getting items, from what I recall of it. I think my favorite level, most people like the Milkman level. I actually like the bullfighting level the most. You know, where you use the black velvet paintings. That's really nice. Ever planning on playing Witcher 3 DLC? Eventually, I suppose. I just don't know when I'll get around to that. I guess I should, you know, think... It's been a weird year for me playing video games. Normally, I would have expected, like, there to be more, like, newer stuff to take up my time, and then I could have, like, focused on other things, but I've had to, like, really reach deep into the backlog of, like, older games. I'm hoping next year's, like, please give me just a string of new stuff since you held back all this year. God, I hope so, because I'm going to run out of old games to send if this keeps up. Have you ever made your Halo Spartan look like Samus? No. Finally got a controller for PC, never going back. I used my Xbox 360 controller for the longest time, and I used the PS4 controller for a while. Now I've actually, since I got a cord, a USB cable for my Xbox One controller, I use that. No. I've gone through 3 controllers over the course of this. GTA 6 might be T soon. We'll see about that. I mean, I haven't seen any... I mean, maybe you got better sources than me. But I'll wait. I'm not gonna get excited about it for it. I'll wait until I actually, you know, something's out there. Or there's they like tweet something out. Who knows? 2020 is the year of video games. It better be, considering everything's been delayed. But hello, TPG. How you doing tonight? Kate not streaming tonight? I figured you would.
3 days ago, Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts...
Oh yeah, I never played Rhombus of Ruin, that VR little thing. So there's gonna be there's a hole in my Psychonauts logic. Oh, I mean lore.
The Psychonauts rescued Truman from the underwater lair of Dr. Lobato. But trust me, there's no way Lobato is working alone.
Kinda pissed me off, and like, first thing you get from Psychonauts after like years was that VR thing. That wasn't apparently very good.
Dr. Lobato to kidnap Truman Zanotto. My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job.
That's a hell of an office space you got there. A lot of new games this year that I'm aware of are Nintendo games. There's a bunch of new stuff coming out in the last half of this year. I think this counts as child labor too, by the way. Raz is just a wee bitty kid. Welcome to the Psychonauts.
Everything okay in here, Raz?
Oh, hey, Lily. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I've dreamed about working at Psychonauts headquarters all my life. I just thought it would be more... you know?
Come on, we're going to be...
Is that
late
Invader
for the
Zim? Yes, the
walk-around.
voice actor. Only he's not playing an alien for once. Or doing a really high-pitched voice like he normally does, where he screams a lot. What's up, Balak? How you doing? You know, this could be considered a little bit of like Control as well. Big, you know, cement office building. But then you have potato-shaped people.
That's right. Thank you. And that brings us to our next topic. Sasha, still have the talking turtle?
You know, we got lucky that the original voice actors for this game haven't died yet, waiting for the sequel to come out.
It's now time to give out the award for Employee of the Year. The prize for this year's award is an all-expenses-paid tropical vacation.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope it's me.
The winner of this
Can I explain
award
to you what
may
the
be one
fuck
of
this
our
game is?
newest members,
Well,
but
the
he's
first game.
also one
Well,
of our
let's let them
most
talk first. I need to hear this.
improved. Congratulations
But
to
psychic powers, government,
Loboto.
conspiracies,
Whoa.
going into people's minds and
Way
into
to
their
go,
mind
Cal.
palace.
You're gonna love this vacation package.
Wait, why is he here? He's the villain, or one of the villains.
I've never won anything. Oh, been on a vacation. I don't have to go on a boat, do I?
No, darling.
Also, that's a dentist, by the way.
Woo!
All you need to do is get this vacation request approved by your supervisor.
What?
Just a formality.
But have you remember
just need to
that
get
Nolan
this form
movie,
signed by your boss.
where you enter the dream?
My boss?
Psychonauts is a little bit like
Yes,
that,
darling. Or you could just tell us who your boss is.
only
and
more
we
Tim
could...
Burtonish.
No.
Maybe he doesn't want this tropical vacation after all.
You're friends with one big game leaker,
I
huh?
want it. I'm Employee of the Year.
Yes, you are, darling. Now off you go. Get that
Inception,
form
exactly.
signed
Now you're
by
on the
your
right
boss.
trail.
The person who
You've never
hired
played
you.
nor heard about Psychonauts. You,
Person
sir,
you
are
work
uncultured
for.
swine. But I still like you.
Okay.
Hurry up before I take that vacation.
To be honest, a lot of people
myself.
haven't. The first game didn't sell very well until it took
Must
years
be a
and years
ruse.
to get a lot of sales.
I'm on him.
The initial release was like
Keep up
'Cause
with
it
him, Raz, and
kind
he'll
of
lead
bombed,
you
but
straight
everyone
to
who
his
did played it
boss.
loved it. But it's just, oh wait, I can't jump yet, huh? Ooh, that's weird. You can't jump. I guess it's like the old starting level. You gotta play the role of not a platformer.
You guys stay here. I'm on it.
I am a typical Psychonauts employee.
Told you that Resident Evil Village would be named 6 months before it got announced
Do you
today.
know where the boss's office is?
Ah, well, I'll be counting on you for all the hot deets then.
fair.
Well, good
That I
for
will
you,
probably not
I
believe,
guess.
because I am a disbelieving bastard of a man.
You gonna help or?
Time for the
The internet has made me a jaded
Right.
thing. That anytime I see someone say anything online, especially when it's a rumor, like I don't buy it. Something don't smell right.
Mondays, am I right?
Sorry, can't talk. It's no meetings Monday.
Huh.
You know, I got a theory that you're not allowed to have charts that ever point downward in meetings. And if you do, you try to avoid it at all costs.
So how long have you worked here?
How am I doing today? Pretty good. I'm playing a game I waited 15 years on. Heard from Cyberpunk 2077. You know, I've learned this lesson long before Cyberpunk 2077 came out.
Why am I talking to you? I need to follow Lobato.
I am fairly compensated for my work.
Really?
Imagine having a body mass like that. Whatever that may be.
We'll try to head him off.
Be careful, darling.
I think this is the tutorial. I think we're already in someone's like mind palace right now.
Stay close to him, Raz.
Don't freak him out.
Remember to act casual.
George,
I am
break
acting
room,
casual.
boss
that?
office.
I said I love Casual Friday. Am I right? Attention. The tooth is loose.
Don't lose him, Raz.
So, what are they
Oh, I
paying
need to
you?
talk to the office workers. 75 looks weirder than what the
Okay.
trailers show.
Kinda
Looks
computer
the anime. Looks like all other animes. Actually, Psychonauts and Persona 5 have something in common. Both of them have you going inside people's brains, doesn't it? Or like their mind palace. I just like saying the word mind palace, by the way. I'm sure I won't, run that one in the ground. So technically, Chad, I am now playing Persona 5.
Uh-oh. I think he suspects something. He's taking countermeasures.
Just remember your basic fighting, soldier.
Right.
Telekinetic karate chop. Here we go. Now we can jump. Mind Palace is a good song title. You know what? Has there been like a JoJo stan named Mind Palace yet?
Are you following me?
This doesn't count? No, I say it does. Fun fact, I never bought Cyberpunk, and plus it didn't sell in my country. Well, I mean, it's not the worst game I've ever... Well, it's not even a bad game, it's just an unfinished game.
You are following me. This was all a trick. I'm not Employee of the Year. I'm the greatest dentist of our century.
All agents, the tooth has gone bad. Repeat.
Hope you never play Persona, just not your type of game. I mean, I like RPGs. I might enjoy it actually. You never know. They just said the idea of making a video on it to me. Also just exhausting. Plus I know that the company that makes it kind of looks down on anyone playing their game and showing it in front of other people. It's like meat. Press A while in air to double jump. Hold A longer before tapping A again to get a max. Hold A longer for okay. Okay, it's like an advanced double jump. Hey Dart, how's the game? I just started, but the look of it seems about right. Everything looks off and weird, which is how you expect it. Because Atlas will strike it, exactly the reason.
Looking for me? Well, come and get me. Why are you taking so long? I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation you're
Not fair, my camera control doesn't let me look up.
Watch out!
Hey, you're not supposed to walk that way.
My posters!
Max Payne is different. So you want to play 100 hours of Persona? No, I do not. It's hard. That is the big thing. I don't like playing any game that takes that long. Push against the wall and there to wall slide. I think we're inside the mind of Tim Burton right now. Well, the entire game is based off like Tim Burton-esqueness.
Coach!
That's why the characters look bizarre and weird and have the old... What is that, cranial-cephany kind of disease where your head is all misshapen? Pretty much that. Only they make it look cute.
Hurry! We can't let him shake us!
Now, before the procedure, it's very important that we clean out your dentist site. You don't want any dirty... Go away!
Hydrocephalus? Yeah, there's a lot of the words like that I can never remember. A little too long for my brain. Oh.
Stand down! Soldier, I've been bitten!
Yeah, I got the worst in
Get
that.
this giant tooth off of me!
Roll the roller! No, not exactly, it is a tooth. Trigger to pick up objects and telekinesis. Yep.
Final!
Ugh. I don't like meat flaps.
Great job following orders, Private. You go on ahead.
You can never spell the name of this game. Yeah, I've had that issue too. I had to like double check when I was writing my announcements for it. Did I get that right?
Figments of Lobato's
Figments of the
imagination.
imagination are linked all over mental worlds. Your rank will increase by forever 100 you collect. There were some parts of Psychonauts that really got annoying. Finding all these goddamn figments was one of them. I was hoping they dropped that. It's like a part of a platformers that doesn't get used as much anymore, the collectathon. Favorite part of Halo 5 video was the cutscene in the beginning and you saying the series died with this cutscene. I do feel that was like one of the worst things I've ever done with the series was make that cutscene. It felt so out of place and wrong. That was me putting on my serious ad for the beginning of it. There was just something about that was like, that don't feel right at all. Telekinesis, Pog, superpower? There's that word,
The
Pog.
big tooth was upsetting. Well,
I mean, it's one of the more useful ones you use a lot.
unzip that dental
I always
door.
like using clairvoyance on people, though, so you can see through their eyes. Ugh. Have I played without you? We only got started, Daciana. And I did send out my announcements. So, if you're here, it's, you know, good, right? You only missed the very first 5 minutes of it.
Attacker's giving me a phobia.
Also, apparently Valve is working on a VR version of Left 4 Dead and Portal. I find a VR version of Left 4 Dead, and they've even said that they actually have ruled out Left 4 Dead and Portal VR because they would both make you sick.
Unzip that
As I've
dental
played
door.
VR, you do not want to go send yourself flying through a portal.
Good job,
And with all the
soldier.
momentum in a VR, you will be hurling all over the place. And Left 4 Dead is a fast co-op
Zip it
place
back up
game.
again.
Wouldn't
Zip
work
it.
as well. There's a reason they actually made Half-Life Alex,
Now that
because that was
your
the
habits
game they had that worked the
clean,
best with it.
Let's check out those choppers.
I'm in trouble? No, I'm not. I'm good.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear this place had gremlins.
You know, maybe I shouldn't be playing this part with the dentist, because I do have a root canal coming up.
This in the dark.
Might give me a bit of anxiety.
Coach, this room is definitely not in Sasha's plan. In fact, I think it's a trap.
No. That's just a sensor.
I'm very familiar with those.
Everybody has those. Live in your mind and stamp out things that don't belong.
Like us?
You handle this one. I'll find a way out.
What caused you to have all those arguments on Twitter? I had to stop because I have a call tomorrow. I'm so close to beating the game, but I really hope you enjoy it, huh? Wish you could stay longer then. Fans represent the strength of Raz's connection to the mental world. When mental energy is depleted, he will be reset. Last checkpoint.
Hey, you're done goofing off down there. I found a way out of here.
Good little guys, restore your mental energy. I remember that. My condolences for your root canal. Well, I've been
Just
assured
had to
it's
do
not
your
really that
thing with
bad.
the dental door here. Ugh.
I'm not even really sure why I need one, but apparently from my x-rays of one of my back molars, it's got inflammation in the the gum underneath the tooth. And that's like a sign that eventually it would like cause me a lot of pain, even though it's not causing me any right now. They recommended getting the root canal
This guy
before
needs
that
a
ever
duffel
happens.
bag tag. This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Couldn't the coach be hyper competent combatant? Well, that was how he was in the first game, when he was like the bad guy and had mental problems. He's back to his normal self right now.
Yes! Got the duffel
Emotional
bag tag.
baggage tag. Scientific work for a tooth cavity is the same as my real name. Exactly. Memory vault. Some minds try to protect themselves by locking memories away in vaults. Chase them down and bust them open to reveal the repressed memories inside.
Hey, that's one of Dr. Lobato's vaults. I should try to catch it. Could be high-value intel inside.
Enhancement under the sea. The dental tails, and he's got there's the turtle from the first game too. Passport, map, money. Outpost, Charlie, Psycho, Delta. He made fish people. And then he played poker with them. I'm not learning a lot from this. Basically, he's like Andrew Ryan, he made a city under the sea. Can they stamp out the Rule 34 out of your head? Well, no, because you want that to be there. That's just a part of you. Can't say this game is on par with Crash Bandicoot. It's not even trying to be the same kind of game. Whereas that game is like your straight up platformer. This one's more like a N64 platformer. Well, maybe not even that. I don't know. It's a platformer. It's not trying to be like a Crash platformer though.
Coach, is this normal? Do Sasha's
Why are you making me defend this weird
usually break
line-up
down
stuff?
like this?
Never. There's something
This game's all
screwy
about
going
being
on in this
bizarre and
brain.
also comedy.
Sooner.
And it's also more about collecting shit too.
Hey, see what you can
Teeth
find
and
that way.
zippers.
See you on the other side.
One thing I want is a Switch port of GTA 5, but it looks like that will never happen. I highly doubt that too. Did you even get that to run on a Switch? Probably not. Or at least not very well.
Looks like some sort of conference room in here.
Rasputin, is that you? I need...
I'm coming, Sasha.
Oh, I don't like that face in there. Oh. Blech. Little definition of whip it.
Sounds like there's some emotional baggage nearby. I should try to get that sorted.
Emotional baggage. Yeah, I know about that already. I can't get through the door. Oh, and cups don't work. They have both Doom games on it, yes, but in like crust mode. And also, it's a lot easier to run Doom, I think, than Grand Theft Auto, which is an open world game. Doom is a very, smaller game, much smaller game than, say, Grand Theft Auto.
Rasputin, careful. It's
Ha! Here's the Hatbox tag.
a trap. It's a trap. Lovato has...
Bonk you.
Someone is helping him. He couldn't do this himself. The
Maybe don't stand up next to it.
countermeasures too strong. What was I saying? Oh yes.
Dying Light 1 is coming to Switch. Also, Witcher 3 is on Switch. Yes, but they're all in like very crusty mode. I wouldn't recommend playing those games on that platform unless you're really desperate. How can I get in there?
I've just about had it with this. You're really asking for a big You Vula.
Can Switch run GTA Online? That's probably why that almost certainly not. Not with Nintendo's online systems, which are kind of still bare bones.
Can't we just talk?
Did I try grabbing the picture frame?
Maybe,
I mean, it would have let me if that's what all my telekinesis was about.
Psyblast, Rasputin.
Pull something nearby if it's got it. See, it doesn't let me grab it.
What was I saying? Oh yes. Hang on while I blast this.
But hey, it doesn't matter if the Switch can play or not. Soon we'll have the
I just need
Steam
to
Deck,
take out
which
this
will be able to play those games. It's basically the same thing as the Switch. Press right bumper to blast concentrated beams of psychic energy from your head.
Thank you, Rasputin.
Oh, I needed to unlock that ability. Now I can go
Let's
back and get that.
clear of this aggressive uvula.
I don't like the. I've never liked the word uvula, by the way.
That exit is blocked. You need to find
On it. Can't play Nintendo games on the Steam Deck? That's where you're wrong. It's called Hakaseni GameCube software that can turn your Steam Deck into such a thing.
Sasha, how is Lovato breaking through the office construct?
He couldn't be doing this on his own. He must be getting help from someone even more sinister.
Can't stay because I don't want to be spoiled, but have fun with the game dart. Oh, so many people can't stay tonight because they don't want to be spoiled, but I will try my best. But thanks for stopping by,
Keep
Scooter.
moving forward, Rasputin.
Sasha!
I've got the situation under control.
Did that hurt way more?
Just find us a way out of here, quickly.
Yeah, don't bother with them little mooks. You want to go for the gold. You gotta grab the big boys. Help me carry this one, will you,
You ever
Frankie?
thought you'd see gangster teeth, chat? This game looks awful? No, it doesn't. It's a good game. Picky, you don't like
Come
platformers.
on, Frankie, put a little muscle
I mean, how many
into
games
it.
have you seen Teeth try to steal a gold tooth? And have, like, gangster accents?
I can't believe it. Ah, they got me too, Frankie. The mooks.
But I really like Psychonauts 1, so I'm hoping I end up liking this one a lot too. This game made me Google one of my favorite early childhood games, Eposh, and I just found out it got a sequel a year ago. It's only in Hebrew, and I never heard of it. So you asked earlier, Kate said she was going to stream today? No. I guess she's streaming a little bit later than she normally does then. Floor made of teeth. Give me... thing. We looked up how to get behind the picture, I think. Whatever it is, it's something I can't do right now. Psychonauts did have stuff you had to go back in to do. So I probably just can't get into it right now because I don't have the ability. 8 of the prop guns that were given to her, so she bought her real guns to set. How do you hate prop guns, or they just don't look good?
Did you even brush before you came in here today? Honestly, it's a mess in there. Here, rinse and spit. Now,
Will I send Pokemon Sword and Shield? I doubt it.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
I'll send that open
Not
world
back in the
Pokemon game if
trap.
that ever comes out.
Coach? Coach, where'd he go?
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
What is it?
Regret.
That is a regret. If Lobato has regrets, then maybe there's a way we can still get to him. Let's get
At
out
least
of
there's
here
more
and
enemy
find
types in
Lobato.
this game than the first one. The first one had the sensors, and that was about it.
Sasha? Are regrets dangerous?
Oh, yes, extremely. Take care of that one, will you, while I find an exit.
Hey, James, thank you for your 20-month sub. Press right trigger to lock onto a single target. Press it again to aim.
Good job, Rasputin.
Honestly, when I saw the stream title, I thought this was a sequel to that one Kojima game.
Sasha?
Oh, you mean
How long has that golden door been there?
for
Golden
Metal Gear
what?
Solid? That
Did
was
somebody say gold? Frankie, here's our
what
chance
was the
for
name of that game again?
revenge.
Police Knots? Oh yeah, that
Not
one.
these
I was thinking of the other
guys.
one. That's like that's
keep
Police
looking.
Knots is a sequel to another adventure game he made. Snatcher. This is always a fun word to say.
Watch out! They're shooting at us out again! I'm coming
Never. I don't
to
think Police
see
Knots
ya,
was ever like
ma!
translated in English though, was it?
Rasputin, you see what you can find through that door. I'm going to stay here and attempt to repair my construct.
I think there's been fan translations of it though. I do know that Meryl, her character design actually comes, I think, from Police Knots. Have you played Ace Attorney? I've never played Ace Attorney, no. At least Meryl even has the 80s Foxhound tattoo on her arm. Yeah, well, I think Foxhound, he'd already made like one Metal Gear Solid game at the time, so he probably knew about that concept. But they ended up using, like, I like this character design. Let's make her a character in my next game. And then have her fall in love with some weirdo later on. Everything is thought out many years in advance, chat, when it comes to Kojima. That's smart. Gotta say that the art of this is very creative. Oh yeah, I'm sure the first game, it's very imaginative. It's always like, well, like I said, it's a level made out of gums and teeth in office, and in a what apparently is a work office. That's fucking creative. And then the first game had the Milkman Conspiracy level, which was 1950s Americana, but all twisted and warped in like in the void, and that's what. And you had the Black Velvet level. Yeah, Psychonauts has really good level design. Well, art design. Makes everything nice to look at. I also had a telekinetic bear in the first game. He didn't really do much but to try to attack you, but it was nice that he was there.
Oh, this is not getting...
Well, I collab with GameSins.
Is that you?
I am
Come down
GameSins.
here.
Lily, I'm coming!
You mean Game Care Network? Are you like gaslighting me right now? Like, wait, am I GameSins? I'm confused. I mean, I did... well, only the channel I've worked with was Gaming Wins when we did a stream together.
Uh-oh, slippery.
Hurry up, Raz.
Here I come!
Oh, it's water.
Still got that water phobia, huh?
It's not a phobia, it's a curse. Back in Grulovia, my whole family was cursed to die in water, and...
Yeah, super sad. Look at these posters! I think someone else planted these in Lobato's mind to intimidate him.
And make sure he didn't tell us who hired him to kidnap your dad.
Let's get rid of them.
Johnny literally
Maybe it'll
farted
help.
shit and calmed his
Help me
way
burn
into the
these
story. Well,
posters,
yeah, he did.
Raz.
I mean, he literally shit himself at one point, too, if you recall. You know, Meryl's an understanding type of girl. She fell in love with that guy despite seeing that. Gotta hand it to her. You don't judge. Hold left bumper to charge the pyrokinesis. And release it to set things on fire. You know, in a lot of ways, this is very similar to Bioshock with all the powers we get.
Ooh, looks like you found an even bigger room.
That's the power I needed to get through that one poster earlier in the game, but I just didn't have it.
Posters are all burnt.
Love the kind of woman that can kick your ass. There is something that can be weirdly hot about that, isn't it? Generally, though, most women who know they can kick your ass probably aren't going to date you, though. In my... well, no, there's probably some that accept that, too.
You got more fire
Hey, don't worry,
in your
honey, I'll
head
take
than
care
I
of them for you.
realized, Raz.
What's up, Gabby? How you doing tonight? Thoughts on the rumors that the entire Blizzard studio is going to be closed down and another studio is going to take over the studio in name? I don't see that particular scenario happening. I just see them just, doing what most companies do when they're faced with that kind of thing. Bunker down, shut their mouths, wait for it to blow over. Once we've burned her photo.
Ah, fire! It hurts! Help me!
Lily?
That was our girlfriend, by the way.
Listen, back in the rhombus, when I had a moment, am I right?
Rename themselves
We're
Neo
not
Blizzard?
here
No,
to
they'll
hurt
just
you.
like change
We
up
just wanna
the
know
people,
who hired you to
the
keep
managers.
Truman Zanotto.
Get rid of the more troublesome people that people know about.
You just
Institute some like reforms in their business, and they're like, hey, we listened and we fixed the problems. All good now? They don't need to. They won't go as far as like, no, we're gonna like make Neo Blizzard. That wouldn't even work. That really make. I don't think anyone ever does that. No. There's too much money tied up in the name Blizzard.
Yep.
Burn that guy. Oh, you can. I killed my girlfriend? No, I just like burnt the painting of her. Just found out that dev of Raid Shadow Legends is Israeli. I want to leave my country. Weird, I was always thinking that game was like based out of like Hong Kong or something.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Here we go. Lawsuit is so big now that that's not really how companies work. They don't really like, you know what, just rename the company. Generally, especially when there's like a lot of money tied up in the name. I don't believe that at all. It wouldn't even solve anything. No, I had to say shenanigans on that rumor. I haven't seen anyone mention that rumor. So that's supposed to be like a pool of saliva, isn't it? Hmm. Uh-oh. Remember when BP changed their name after the oil spill so everyone would forget about it? British Petroleum's still around though. Or were you like using that as the example? Only the people working there? Yeah, they'll definitely get rid of people. They'll change up the management teams and all that. That's really all they'll do. And institute some reforms. That's just how it usually goes.
I need the purse tag here.
Blizzard isn't closing? Yeah, they're not closing. No way. They're definitely never going to be the same company again, though. So, it doesn't really matter. I think WoW has like lost over half its user base. People are just like, you know what? Well, the WoW was already pissed off before that the whole scandal happened, because apparently the game has been, you know, in a bad state for years now.
Was that you screaming? Or me? Doesn't matter. Listen, we all have our
At least
doubts
Diablo
and
4 looks great. I mean, does it?
But it's too late to turn back now.
I haven't really seen much of Diablo 4 except for like a CG trailer.
What we have to do now is finish the extraction.
Lily, I think Lobato is starting to have doubts.
Duh, they're right over there.
Doubt holds you back.
Luckily, they're highly flammable. You take care of them while I find a way out, okay?
We didn't program co-op AI into our game. My girlfriend's ghost? No, she just does that often. Second time she's caught us in midair, actually. Uh oh.
Careful, Raz. Those things can really slow you down.
I need more fly kick in the...
That's right, Raz. No more doubt.
Get it down, can slow you down. Just like the weights can, you know, the what was it, the regret. Can weigh you down, yeah. All the enemies are based off, like, you know, emotional states. And now we just burn them.
Go, Raz! Keep it up, Raz!
Random question, will I ever send Witcher 3? It's my plan to send it. It's not that's not even a random question. That's a question pertaining to what I actually do. It's a perfectly, like, you know, straightforward question. But yes, I did play through that game like a year ago. I just haven't get around to making a video on it because it's one of those games that's big. It's gonna be a big project, so I have to wait for like the right time to do it. So I'll definitely get around to it eventually, though. But I've actually kind of made the decision that I want to send Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 first. So I'll probably be playing through those at some point as well. Done in 3 parts. Depends on how many sins I have to find and mention. Titanium, psychoactive material, use my Psychonauts as currency. Save enough to buy some useful stuff later.
I can't find a way out of this dump.
Which Halo game to send next? Halo Infinity when that comes out. In fact, Halo Infinity is the very reason I send Halo 4 and 5 this year anyways. Just so because those two are kind of connected to like the new trilogy. But eventually I'll go back and do the first 4 Halo games. Just not sure when that'll happen. Who knows, maybe in Halo Infinity will, you know, be good. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So I guess I gotta burn that painting too. I was hoping there was a different way, but no, burn the painting. Witcher is interesting, but it's one of those games that hasn't aged well. Well, yeah, I'm very much aware that the first Witcher game is gonna be an ordeal that I probably won't enjoy very much. I have, however, played Witcher 2. And that one's still okay, I think. What are you burning? Can't wait until you stream Witcher 1 and 2 so you can flex my Witcher book knowledge in chat. Ooh. I'll get, you know, first-hand knowledge of all the stuff that won't actually matter to the video.
Watch
That's usually what the book stuff usually means when it comes to this kind of thing. You're like, oh, it's all in there in the book. Then I'm like, I guess who I don't care a thing about. This is what I don't care about.
That's what I would do.
We have a Witcher lore expert. We apparently have there's a lot of lore experts out there. I mean, it's also someone who's calling themselves a Witcher lore expert. I don't see their their credentials yet.
Try burning them. That's what I would do.
I did try burning the painting. Is the rumors true the next Halo's gonna be open world? It definitely seems like it's in the more open than the previous Halo games. It's probably not a full open world game though, I'd imagine. It'll probably has like larger, it'll have like larger levels or something, who knows. Have to wait and see. Was Halo 5 the first time you send a game with extra required reading? I didn't read any of those Halo books for that. Well, there's some I read in the past. But not for the video. But no, I've had to do... I think Kingdom Hearts is the one I had to do the most, like, studying up on all the games I hadn't played recently. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Raz, doesn't this painting look familiar?
Get away from me, you scary little girl!
Witcher 3 books canon isn't game canon in Mass Effect, ME?
Come on.
Books and comics are interwoven well in a way that enrich the game and get a lot of references and also completely unneeded at the same time. I always could find any video game book to be completely unnecessary and I don't need to know about. Even if they try their best to include it into the game, it still ends up being, making things worse. I've never once found a situation where like, oh, let's add the stuff that's only in the books into our games. Ended up being a good idea.
Yes?
Maybe we could get some information from Lobato here.
This flimsy projection is worthless.
Hey!
I say we burn them all until we find one who tells us who hired him to kidnap my dad.
What's if we burn our girlfriend?
I hope this isn't your way of flirting, Raz. Because it stinks.
She didn't hate it.
Maybe we could get some information from Lobato.
This flimsy projection is worthless.
Hey!
I say we burn them all until we
Bioshock
find
novels
one
expanded on
who
the
tells us
I
who
mean,
hired him to
supposedly, but
kidnap
as long as they
my
don't
dad.
care about it in the games, or I don't need to know about it for the games, they can do what they want in the books.
I hope this isn't your way of flirting, Raz. Because it's... Oh, no, you don't.
I think I just did.
World of Warcraft, important stuff in the books all the time. Be like, yeah, I know about that. There's like entire...
Darling?
That's like a very...
Nothing.
Like, that's...
Did you
MMOs always have
forget
tons of lore, though.
everything I taught you about
So you can't really get all that
levitation,
across in the
Rasputin?
game. But even then, I don't like
No.
MMOs, so I would still say I
Your
don't
thoughts
like
can
that
lift you
at
up
all.
If you focus.
Better
Just like
hurry
the stuff
before
that I
we hit
need
the
to know is
ground.
in the game, and not all this other shit. Hold and press left trigger. I mean, apparently everyone else loves it when they have books. I'm like, oh man, I read that in the book. I'm so in the know now. Does it make you feel special, chat, if you read the book and then the game references it in some way?
There you go.
Is that the feeling?
Now let's
It's like,
get
oh
out.
yeah,
The bottle needs our help.
I'm one of the elite. I read the book. I know about this.
Someone really did a number on that poor thing. I think he wants to
Oh,
tell
it shouldn't
us
really
who
make you
hired
feel that
him.
way.
He's terrified. Let's find him and help him.
Glide as far as possible. Hold A longer to jump. And you still bounce on it though.
Yep.
Come back. You get pissed when they delegate information I need to know in a book. I need to pay an additional 34. Exactly. That's why it's bullshit.
Yep.
The books portray Geralt as a beta man at one point. A beta man. What is a beta man exactly? I mean, I know what people believe a beta man is, but Chad, give me your definition of a beta man. Updrafts will glide higher. Nice. That. These days, it's all about the Sigma male, from what I understand of it. Which is another bullshit. I've mentioned it before. This alpha, beta, you know, even now new sigma shit. It's basically horoscopes for men. It's really all it is. Like, oh yeah, I'm totally. Everyone wants to believe they're alpha. If you ever notice, like no one ever like, oh, the beta males, the insult. It's like everyone's going like, yeah, I'm totally an alpha. Or these days, like, no, I'm a sigma, I'm a loner, but I'm still alpha. That's what sigma is. Like, it's someone who's like a loner and doesn't really meet the classic attributes of the alpha. But, you know, it's similar to saying like, oh, I'm just as good as the alpha. I'm just, you know, a loner. I still successful. Get all the girls. Use beta man because I remember your thoughts on how stupid those labels are. Yeah, I just. They can be funny, I'll give you that. They can be funny. But anyone who tries to actually take it serious is just making themselves into a fool, because it is really just... This is a horoscope. Extend my thing hand up there and that door. I think the idea is I'd get over there somehow other way. I'm just killing myself over and over again. Give me that figgy. Give me that figgy. Batman is real, he's not a male illusion. He saved me from mugging when I was 12. That's so. I think that was... Well, I know, I'm just gonna go with the joke and, you know, yeah, you know what? Batman's totally real. I got nothing I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna, like, trash someone's precious childhood memories. You believe what you want to believe. The rest of us will just acknowledge I was likely a very demented man who bought you a lollipop. At least in Halo 2, there were terminals that expand on the lore. That was only, I think, in like the Master Chief Collection version, though, right? I don't think those were there in the actual original release. I think those terminal stuff didn't like show up until technically like 3. Stop puking everywhere. In the books, Geralt refrains from saving an abused kid because he's annoyed at his own correct suspicion that Yen is cheating on him. And, well, that's definitely an asshole thing to do. But it's also not his responsibility to save every single troubled child he comes across. Can't accept that kind of pressure. That's terrible. But I've never read the book, so I can't really comment more on it than that, other than just make jokes. Are you a beta male as someone who cares about his wife, children, and can provide for them and make sure they have a good child? I call that a good dad, actually. Or just a general good person. The successful male. How about that one? That's what you should strive to be, chat. Doesn't matter what, you know, what terminology the internet calls you. You're a successful male. Or like the good dad. You're doing alright for yourself. Classic male. A male classic, you know. Kind of what they call a classic man.
Yeah, the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Lobato.
Yen is a bitch in the books. Well, I always heard there's a lot of difference between the characters in the books. When I hear of it, that what is her name, Triss, is a bit of a slut in the book, to put it in mildly. Press left trigger while on the ground to use levitation. No, it's the ball. What about these? Teach me how to use these things. Jim's writing an essay. When you start talking about lore, that's when he gets, you know, it's like Jim's like, yes, I can help you in this. They're writing not a thesis. I can't think of the proper word. I'm working on a project about the Abstergoverse. Oof. Hey, you chose this topic. Why? I think what you're writing is called a fan theory, more than anything else. Every sorceress is promiscuous in the book. Pretty much everyone who's hot in those games and the books is probably gonna be promiscuous. I mean, it's a world without Christianity, hemming you in and how many people you can have sex with. So why wouldn't you go crazy?
Hurry, Rasputin.
Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, Figgy, I need that. I want to come back for it. Your brain works in mysterious ways? Technically, all of ours do.
This is not
None
my
of us
kind
are as special as
party.
we like to think.
Mia? Mia, I'm coming! Mia? Where are you? Sasha, I can't reach Mia. I think she's been dementostrated.
Well, that
Sasha?
word threw me off. Also, again, Aiden
no.
joins the Assassins, I
I
heard.
think I'm the last one still in here.
I'm sure that'll be very important to the future Assassin's Creed games
Gotcha.
that haven't actually caught up with that game's timeline, which is like in like 2030. There's a multiverse in them, and Ciri visits Paris. That seems like one of the books are probably going to go off the rail then, if they're doing that. That's like in like Onimusha 3 when the Japanese samurai guy goes to France and like fights off Nobunaga with that guy from the Professional. Can't think of his name. Do I like brunch? No, it seems like a weird time to eat to me. I usually only eat like once a day.
Yep.
Well, sometimes more. Sometimes I'll have like a little bit of thing at 12, and then I'll have like my actual meal around 5. The old breakfast, lunch, supper thing is old-fashioned, I feel. So I don't really,
It's him. I've got to
let
stop
that guide
him.
my eating habits.
No. Oh, boxing. And in the ocean, I put the whole egg in the box and the basket in the egg.
Yeah, brunch doesn't make any sense. Brunch is just like I'm still hungry and I want a snack, is what that is.
The egg in the box and the... No,
Hmm.
no. No.
Darty, my boy. Hello, what's up, Trim Winter? You're sounding very old-fashioned and proper today. Wait, this is like the Whispering Woods, the Whispering Rocks place in the background. This is actually that tower from that game too.
Box in the basket and the basket in the ocean.
Didn't realize that at
No,
first.
that's not it.
Because most of it's made up of teeth this time is probably the reason.
I put the egg in the box and the... No. I put the whole egg in the box and the basket in
Brunch can
the
also
egg.
be as simple as eating pancakes after 12.
No.
Like I said, it's really just like, I want to eat some more even though I already had breakfast, but it's not time, it's not really like lunchtime yet. Or it's a little past lunch, I'm still hungry.
No, that's not it.
Just eat something, God. You don't have to like give it a new name.
The box. I put the old box in the basket and the egg in the ocean.
You played through all those games in preparation for the movie, I'm good friend then.
No.
Now watch his like interpretation be radically different. Because I don't know if the Solid Snake from the games would actually translate very well to a movie. That'd be really hard to do.
In the basket in the ocean. No, that's not it. Put the old box in the basket and the egg in the ocean.
You're an old-fashioned person. That's perfectly fine, actually. I like old-fashionedness sometimes.
And the box in the ocean.
Simple.
And if you tell anyone about me, anyone at all, you'll have to deal with her.
No, not her. Please don't make me look at her again. No, I won't tell. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please.
I see the image of Resident Evil movie. Apparently, this is like the big outrage of today. The Resident Evil movie, stills. It's like the multiple times I've been asked about it. I mean, I'm kind of used to that at this point, that, like, movie interpretations of video games always really making a shitty cast. That's just how video game movies and TV shows seem to go.
I won't go.
Oh, we're out of the Mind Palace. And yeah, I guess this is what happened at the end of Rhombus of Ruin that I didn't play. Probably should have. What are my thoughts on the movie Grease? I've never watched it.
Trapped. Yes, whoever hired Lobato to kidnap Truman knew he might be psychically interrogated.
The poor thing looks terrified.
Did anyone get a good look at his boss?
I saw him, but I couldn't tell who he was. And I saw something else. I saw the thing.
You like the Silent Hill movie? Actually, I didn't hate that, the first one.
A woman.
I thought that actually visually did an alright job of representing Silent Hill. It wasn't perfect by any means.
And she was
It wasn't the worst video game movie I ever saw, though.
Water. There was something familiar about her.
Rasputin, I'm going to show you a picture.
That's
Then I
her.
had on my system for no reason.
Wait a second. I thought I recognized her. True Psychic Tales issue 43. She's on the cover.
Maligula.
The Deluge of Grulovia.
Maligula? She's been dead for 20 years!
Fort Crawler killed her himself.
A battle from which he never truly recovered.
She was a monster, a ruthless, power-hungry psychic who drowned hundreds.
Please focus
of
on the
her
main
own
character's
countrymen.
nose. It's so weird.
Nevertheless,
Everyone in this game does not
still
look
has
human.
her loyal followers to this day.
You'll find no one with a properly
This file
proportioned body. They're not
documents
supposed to have that.
recent activity believed to be the work of these modern-day delusionaries.
What are they up to?
Well, it's ridiculous, really. There's no scientific basis to...
Nobody has nostrils, and you haven't noticed that everyone only has 4 fingers on their hand?
What?
They're trying to bring her back to life?
It's silly, darling.
That's
but
the
if they
detail that
believe
slipped
they
your
can do it,
grasp.
They might do some dangerous things.
It's just classic cartoon aerial
Consider
renderings
the
of people
other
chat, like The
disturbing
Simpsons or
factor of
something.
this. That unstable character.
Could never kidnap the grand head of the
lost.
Psychonauts without help? Yes.
You
Have I played the
mean-
first Silent Hill
There's a
before?
mole in the
Yes, been all the way through. Something I need to rectify.
You think this is a mole? You're dumber than you look.
Approaching the mother lobe.
Disney renewed it for another 4 seasons. Still wonder who's actually watching it. I don't know why they keep it going. It isn't. I mean, let it die. Yeah, it feels like a terminal patient that just kept alive on life support. I don't really see the point anymore. It's already broken all the records for staying on air for as long as it has.
Agent Forsyth, why did you deny us intel when we hailed the Mother Lobe?
What are you talking about, Agent 9?
We were on a mission to rescue the grand head of the Psychonauts. When we called for assistance...
I never heard any call. Who did you talk to? Is he all right?
We won't know for sure until we get that squirrel tested for rabies.
This is our kidnapper.
Clearly, he had help on the inside.
Impossible. A mole in the Psychonauts?
We have reason to believe delusionists are involved. And they're trying to bring back Maligula.
What?
I know. Isn't it great? The Psychonauts
The greatest scene in Halo 5 was the redesign of the rocket launcher.
Can
It's the
someone
upgrade,
help me
then
with my
fuck go
dad?
back meme.
He's
I'm
still acting
a
funny.
little confused what you mean with the fuck
Truman.
go back meme. But they did like go from the classic twin tube to like a single one, didn't they?
Let's get him inside so he can lie down.
I'll see what I can find out in my meditation.
She's the
chamber.
villain.
I'm
Probably a
taking
red
Lobato
herring of a
to my
villain,
office
chat.
for
You're supposed to
further
think she's got something up her sleeve.
I'm gonna talk to Otto about our military options.
Does
Some
that
guy just
make
carrying a
anyone else
fish.
a little nervous?
Who are you?
I'm Raz. Rasputin? I'm, your newest Psychonaut?
How's that?
Ford Cruller, he gave me a badge. I've been kinda helping out.
Listen, kid. Agent Cruller is a hero. but he's not operating at 100%. He can hand out all the merit badges he wants, but he doesn't have the authority to commission Psychonauts.
But you can, right? You're Hollis Forsythe.
We're basically just doing away with that entire plot in the first game. You're not a Psychonaut, Raz.
Tales 146. You and Truman fought the Noodler together.
I prefer the title Second Head. If the other agents vouch for you, I might be able to get you a spot in the intern program. But don't be late for orientation. I hear the coordinator's a real brain buster. Welcome to the Mother Lobe.
Well, we're not a Psychonaut. Even though that was what happened at the end of the first game, we're an intern. I had to change that little fact, huh? You make a ballbuster joke? Maybe. He's meant to be that kind of person, that character, though. It seems like, I am the bitch you're gonna hate, but I'll probably end up still being a good guy that you just misunderstand by the end. When I sacrifice myself for you, or like do something, heroic.
Hey, is it okay if I go up into the main headquarters now?
I'm sorry, little boy, but there just aren't any school tours today.
Wasn't this game Kickstarted as well, by the way?
I'm an
Well,
intern.
not technically on Kickstarter, but it was crowdfunded at first before Microsoft bought them.
This.
Really? Let's check your head in the fingerprint reader, please.
You're a backer? Yeah, it was like on some other website, not Kickstarter. I forget what it was called.
Welcome to the intern program. Let me get you your orientation materials.
Fig? Yeah, is that still around? No, not Indigo. It's called Fig. It's like some kind of different thing where you can like invest in it and you can actually get, instead of just getting like rewards, if you like invested at a certain level, you'd actually get basically almost be like a shareholder in the project or something like that. Is the idea? Welcome to the intern program. The field manual will act as your guide to the world of Psychonauts. Your progress is tracked here along with information you gather on the journey to becoming a junior Psychonaut. When in doubt, press... What a fucking square button. Why don't we have to like make these into like buttons you can't even name? What happened to select and start? What was wrong with that? Your internship progress is tracked by the page. Intern rank is key to unlocking new psychic abilities. Increase your rank by finding site challenge cards and markers in the real world or nuggets of wisdom in mines.
Wow. That picture
Still
really
in the tutorial,
captures
still the beginning of the game.
Start
Now we're learning how to use the UI. It's basically the idea the first game had. You have like a little journal that tracked your like badges you got, only this time it's intern badges instead of summer camp badges. Psi power is your selection of mental power, manual tricks, and progressing of psi power you were authorized to use while in the intern program. If your rank increases, you will earn intern credit. You can spend here in the psi power upgrades. Use of unauthorized powers is strictly prohibited.
Ooh, looks like I can choose where to focus my energy and upgrade my powers. Very interesting.
Oh yes, as a Psychonaut, it is important to always be aware of your surroundings. This section of the manual tracks your exploration of both the physical and mental worlds.
Gotta keep track of all the places I've been here.
Press square twice. Well, it's the share button technically, isn't it? Press, place brains are visited, and the Mother Lobe. Mission log. The mission log tracks any official Psychonauts missions you undertake as part of the intern program.
I'll keep
It's a really in-your-face tutorial now, isn't it? Port to class.
So, where is the intern coordinator?
Upstairs, second floor, just past the classroom. Now hurry.
Into Westy. I wonder if this place will be as memorable as the summer camp, though. That's a good place. I still remember that entire layout.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
So now that Microsoft owns this series, this is gonna be their attempt to making the platformer. It's gonna be Microsoft's. Well, technically this is out on PS4 as well, so I guess not. I was gonna say, is this gonna be like Microsoft's Ratchet and Clank, like their big platformer series?
Wow! I can't believe I'm really here! Psychonauts headquarters!
Rather, the new start select is like an email bacon. Email bacon.
Wow!
Should creep you out more than amaze you.
Greetings, Agent.
Hi.
Greetings, Agent.
Hi.
There's a lot of, like, just NPC characters. First one had, like, characters you'd go up and talk with, but they were all kind of had their own thing in character development.
Agent.
These just feel like, yeah, I'm just here to fill in space.
Consider buying a suit, kid.
I'm sad you ran out of hummus today. What were you eating with it? I don't think I've ever had hummus. What's hummus good with?
Scanning for fingerprint. I don't have all day, new kid. Area not accessible by interns. Shouldn't you be in class?
Yeah, but I'm collecting things.
Hello.
Hey, Sonny.
Crunchy bread stuffs, huh?
Wow.
Pita bread, ground
Here
chicken,
they
ground
are.
chicken, yes.
Psychic
Was that a brain of a hamster? I think it was just a brain and a ball.
Experts Ford Cruller gathered together to form the Psychonauts. I read all about them in True Psychic Tales #1. Tragically,
Why
none
are
of them
comic
were
books always
sane
used like a documentary these days? Like, you know what? I don't think I'd trust information if I learned it in a comic book story.
Less tragically, but still upsetting. My mom used that issue of True Psychic Tales to line the floor of the world's smallest horse trailer.
You know the guy who wrote the Portal 1 and Portal 2 also did writing for Psychonauts? Well, 1. I don't know if he worked on Psychonauts 2, but I know he was one of the writers on Psychonauts 1.
Otto Mentalis was Ford's first recruit. Used Psytanium to engineer psycho-reactive and psycho-enhancing devices. Compton Boone, master of Zulepathy. If he's anything like his grandson Dogan, he can be a little dangerous if he gets overwhelmed. Which is
Logan? Oh yeah, the kid with tinfoil over his head. Is he gonna be in this?
Ford Cruller, the greatest psychonaut of all time.
Used to make your own hummus? How do you make hummus? Am I saying it correctly, by the way?
There's Bob Zanotto, pioneer in human.
Why are the adventures of a secret spy agency documented in comic books? Good question, actually. Why would they do that? I guess you gotta make money somehow.
Helmut Fulbear explored a synthesis.
So maybe after like 20 years, they give away the, you know, this is something that actually happened. We turned it into a movie and a comic book.
That's Cassiopeia, best-selling author.
I like how the main character has 45
expert in
fingers.
extreme multitasking and mental compartmentalization.
You mean
She
8,
claimed
right?
to have independent control of every
Grand total of
cell
8
brain.
fingers? Well,
Controlling
actually, he's the only
swarm
character who's
of
got 5 fingers. Everyone else has only like 8. He's like the mutant abomination of the rest of the cast. Oh no, never mind. Some of them do have 5 fingers. I know all of the characters only have 4 though.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I just hate children.
You mash chickpeas, tahini, salt, lemon, and garlic. You might be saying it correctly, Fräulein. For those words, it doesn't have a correct saying. It's never how your voice can pronounce it.
Hair salon? Would it be weird if I asked for
Eric
the Sasha?
Wolpal left Valve in 2017 to help write this game for Double Fine. I don't know how much of he wrote though, because I think he's at a different studio these days though.
Wow. The Psychonauts have
Or maybe he went back to Valve.
salon?
I'm not
Would
sure.
it be weird if I asked for the Sasha 9? Doesn't look open yet though.
Greetings, fellow psychic. I'm Otto Mentalis. I'm personally too
Like
busy
challenge
crafting
cards.
the
Sometimes you'll
future
find
of
these bits of old
psychotechnology in
side
my
challenge
lab right
markers
now.
flopping around.
This
You can bring a bunch to the
has
automatic.
all
You
the
can
psychic
combine it with a
supplies
rank
and
core to gain a
enhancements
whole
you
rank.
need.
Welcome to the automatic. This is your one-stop shop for Psychonaut supplies, pins, mod your psi powers, and site challenge marker creation. Let me give you a dime tour.
Have a look around.
First, let's take a peek at our collection of essential items. These are the goods no Psychonaut can do without. Be sure to stock up on supplies before heading out on a mission. When you've saved up enough Psytanium, consider grabbing some accessories to upgrade your carrying capacity. In other words, get that first. There's also, you can pick up a Psi Challenge core. Why don't you grab a complimentary core for yourself? We'll use it in the next selection.
Great idea. Let's make a side challenge marker and get you ranked up.
Psyful. This physically enhanced accessory harnesses holding technology could store loads of Psytanium and holster. I can't really buy anything except another one of these. You'll need 9 Psi cards to use with that Psi core you got there. You can combine the whole lot of them to create a Psi challenge marker, which will grant you 1 rank I'll spot you 9 cards to try it out. Very generous of you, sir. Getting a free level out of this. Last but not least, feast your eyes on these pins. Pins allow you to add custom tweaks to your psi powers. You can mix and match them to suit your style of play. As you rank up, you'll gain access to more powerful ones. Why don't you try one out on the house? Pick one of these 3 levitation pins. Sapphire shifts your levitation ball color to a soothing blue. Well, these just change the color. Give me blue.
That choice says a lot about you.
So much cool stuff in there. I'll come back later for the rest of it.
You know, I leveled up some. Do I do this? Press A to upgrade. Yeah, we should probably upgrade my melee. You end up using that a lot. Would you like to buy this? Cost 1... Get an extra attack in your melee combo. Sleight of hand cools down between blocks shortened. Gain additional blast. Pyrokinesis damage ratio increased, and hold X to compress your love ball, then release a bounce. Yeah, let's get that. You press X while dodging, you will now execute a dodge attack, and dealing damage as you exit your dodge. Hunk, good night, guys. How are things going? I'm confused. You're saying good night like you're leaving, and then you ask a question. Don't you do that often? Is that your way of like confusing everyone? But I'm doing pretty good. Will you say this game is worth full price? I've only played it for like an hour so far. If you like platformers, I see no reason why you wouldn't enjoy it. It's also apparently, you know, pretty lengthy for a game of platformer too. It takes like 15 to 20 hours to get through, which is actually kind of unusual for most platformers. I'm used to them being a lot shorter than that. But so far I'm enjoying it. I can't really say if it's worth full price though. I don't even like that question, because to everyone that question's gonna be different. Full price for one person ain't gonna be full price for someone else.
Attention all interns. If you do not have a mentor yet, please report to my office immediately for
I don't think that's actually even an answerable question. Got your point? Nah.
Hey, look out!
Oh, sorry, I didn't... Whoa!
Ow! That's mean!
Did he hurt you, baby?
I'm not a baby.
Yeah, you are. Question is, who's this new kid?
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern.
That's ridiculous. I didn't ask for a new intern.
Intern program's full. Sorry, kid.
He is clumsy. He'd probably get us all killed.
And he's mean.
Well, kid, we give it a fair shot, and it looks like it just didn't work out. Better luck next year.
Guys, quit picking on the new kid. We were all new once, in case you forgot. I think he'll fit in just fine. In fact, I think he'll look cute in our uniform. Let's take him to the closet. Hey, you okay in there, Rusty? What's the holdup?
It's Raz. I was just wondering, if there's an intern uniform, how come you guys aren't wearing it?
Because it's called hazing.
Oh, well, we're level 2. Now just hand out your clothes and we'll get you that uniform.
Can't you hand me the uniform first?
No, silly. We need to take your clothes and measure them so we can get you a uniform that fits.
Unless you want us to come in there and measure you.
No.
No, call him on that. He'll come right in, ladies.
Just hurry up, okay? It's cold in here and I'm practically naked. Uh-oh. Guys? Oh, come on! This is embarrassing in so many ways.
Saved last game and now we're an intern? Yeah, apparently it was a lie that we were made a Psychonaut at the end of that game. What door locks from the outside? Well, technically going into a storage closet. Yeah, they do lock from the outside. That way you can lock it without anyone having to be inside it. So that's actually pretty normal. And now we'll probably burn the building down.
Yep, I'll take that card.
No, it's not quite the same as when Raiden had to like run around and yell big shell naked, but very similar mission design. Couldn't you use psychic powers to open the door? Shh, you can't have good ideas like that.
They locked it. Those lousy interns. I'll bet they're not really level 2.
I mean, you would think you'd be able to like reach through with his mind and open it, but no. It needs an actual key.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it. There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
Any more of that money? Head too big? Yeah, the rest of it could fit through it. Just that head thing.
I don't have a key.
Supply chest. Agent stash supply roasters and all. Take it if you have a supply chest key. I'll have one of those. Well, now I have one though.
Yep. Aha! I'll bet this key goes to that supply chest I found.
Big brain equals psycho power? Well, yes, I would assume so, but also just, you know, character design. Jazz. There's, you know, jazz is becoming popular in video games, isn't it?
I don't know the code. Rats.
Hey, Games Versum. Thank you for the 12 months. You're at 1 year, my man.
Sorry, Harold. You're absolutely right. I should think about how I'm using that word.
I don't know what the rats is. I think that was something from, you know, the Rhombus of Ruin, which I didn't play.
Is the code in there, Harold? I'm too big to go in there. If only I could see what you see in there. Hey, that reminds me.
Oh yeah, I got powers from the first game that, you know, I just forgot about, even though it was just today. Clairvoyance lets you see through the eyes of other people and animals, using it on anyone displaying an eye aura, and reveal hidden information about the world. This was always a fun power to use. Clairvoyance. Can we put that on what? No? Put it there.
Almost had it. Time to see the world as you see it, Harold.
He sees me as other rat. No, no.
Aha!
And the passcode is just in here white?
Once again, Harold, I found your perspective to be an essential contribution to the mission.
I'm actually controlling that cutout, by the way. How's my first hazing? You think that's my first hazing? Well, I've never been, you know, forced to walk through the office naked, but definitely been, you know, undertaking, like, you know, people being mean to me. Is the camera supposed to show me what I'm able to do? Oh, never mind. The exit sign. That's weird.
Oh no.
You don't lose all your powers in the previous game? Yeah, but we just, you know, remembered that we have them throughout the tutorial. Like, oh yeah, that thing I learned earlier today. Let me try that, using that now.
We got it, right where we want it, and yet we still can't extract the information we need.
Have you tried the Corpus Calloserator?
Of course, no effect.
Sasha, you have to let me do more. You know it's because of me that...
Otto.
I mean, if I hadn't...
Not a word.
And you got a
Rasputin,
photo of that.
until I find you some new clothes. Sorry if the fit is a little off. They're the smallest clothes I had.
Now, tell
That's
us
how we
again
redesigned your
you
character,
ended
by
up
the way.
outside in your underwear.
Oh, you know, I was sort of going undercover. Just like you did, Agent Mentalis, in True Psychic Tales number 62, when you used your defibrillator to hypnotize 16 trans troopers at
Pretty similar to what he was wearing,
Oh,
other than he's no longer a
that
bomber
old
jacket.
yarn, they embellished so many details in
What's
that
up, Shadow
version.
Lord? How you doing
But
tonight?
In fact, it was
Hello to you
17
too.
troopers.
Now,
love to
here's the
chat,
mystery.
but
Is that a real
I gotta
LO
think
from
like
a Brit,
brain
or just
and
someone who
bounce.
likes the sound of it?
If you're ever looking for just the right tool for the job, come see me in my workshop.
Which one is it?
Even the best psychonauts require a little assistance now and then.
There's something about that guy's chin that is
if you'll
really
excuse
disturbing to me.
I need to get back to the matter at hand.
No, no. I didn't bend the spoons, Mommy.
How is everything going, Dart? Long time not been seeing you. I hope everything's fine. Everything's been fine with me. You know, other than it's being a really dry year for video games. But I've been good. How about yourself? How you been, game? Glad to have you back, too, by the way. They retcon parts of the ending. Well, they didn't... I mean, a retcon is usually a little bit harsher than that. They basically just made the ending of the Psychonauts when you become a Psychonaut yourself. Made that into a lie. It's like, oh, you weren't made into a Psychonaut. You're actually just an intern now. That's the best you're gonna get.
Hey, this is just like the brain tumbler you had at camp.
Yes, but stand back. It's due for a thorough delousing. If I can ever convince Hollis to pay for it.
So we have to we're still in a Psychonaut, but we're just one step closer.
Hey, what's this thing?
Stay away from that, please. Everything is tuned to my precise head size and shape. I'm afraid a head like yours would damage the machine irreparably.
3 surgeries and now I'm fine. Damn fucking dental implants, damn man. You're making me nervous. I got a root canal coming up.
Is this normal, Sasha?
I'm guessing you had something a
All
bit
the
more
lights
severe.
flashing on your computer like this?
Oh, yes. I like to leave it on demo mode for the ambiance.
Ford would make him a Psychonaut, but people in this, you know, well, I think Ford's like out of it too or something as well. I didn't play Rhombus of Ruin, so I'm not sure what happened to everyone in that one.
Need any help, Sasha?
Yes, from him.
Me?
Help me find the answers I need.
Oh, so this is all my fault.
Maybe Maligula.
So about
I'm a big lad. I am a big lad. But also, pain medication, anesthetic helps a lot too.
Have any suspicions?
No, that's the frustrating thing. How could anyone in the Psychonauts do this? And how could they keep it a secret?
At least we made it out of the Rhombus of Ruin.
You performed well in the field, Rasputin. I'll make sure Agent Forsyth finds out all about it in my report. Just as soon as I'm done here.
We'll take the entirety of the game.
Why do you think he won't cooperate? He seemed to have such a big change of heart back in the Rhombus.
Someone has conditioned him, hypnotically, to be unable to tell us, even if he wanted to. But who?
Maybe he just hatched this scheme on his own?
He has no
They make
motivation.
Cooler's lips thicker. No, just better graphics.
Someone hired him, and, given his access to Truman, someone on the inside.
I'll let you get back to the interrogation.
You make it a full year you've been
Sorry,
here?
I can't help.
You've done a
Congrats.
lot, Rasputin. Thank
Been
you.
a good time. When they said there's a Connect end of Psychonauts 1, I got that much, that was where they took care of that instead of making that the plot of this game. Rhombus of Ruin dealt with that already. Because I did see them willing her dad, you know, into this place. He's apparently still out of it, though. And also they had the dentist guy there. For some reason was the one who kidnapped him, even though he was like kind of like out of commission at the end of that game already. Not sure how he went and did that while he was still, you know, how fucked up.
I've got enough credit to upgrade one of my psi powers.
Rank up. Oh, sweet. Free rank up. Maybe upgrade the Psi Blast.
My psi blast.
Now you can hold your charge longer, then release a deal bigger blast with an explosion. What's up, T-Lore? How you doing tonight? Alright, now that we got clothes, we don't have to worry about embarrassing ourselves. Wait a minute. Forgot. Gotta use this ability on everyone in this game. You gotta see how everyone else sees you, and he sees me as like a little version of himself. Darting, exactly. This ability was part of a really kind of annoying boss fight in the first game. Can I use it on the doctor? He sees me as a tooth.
Yep. Yep.
For some reason he didn't see this guy as a tooth though. He only saw me as a tooth. That boss, yeah, the mother. I forgot what her name was in the Milkman conspiracy level.
Hey, kid.
Spy to this guy. Rainbow Scouts mom, yeah, the mother.
little
I just know
agent.
she's like the din mother of the Rainbow Scouts. But that was kind of like just a pain in the ass boss fight. That's my objective right now, actually. Reminder, Zayuk, if you want to customize your psi powers or suit your personal style, you'll want to get some pins. Yeah, I got that already.
I need more pins. I need all the pins.
Report to Hollis's office. Ah, now that I've... Hollis is a new character. I haven't, you know... We can go safely talk to this lady. The rest of the Milkman conspiracy was pretty good and then fun to play with that boss at the end. Yeah, that was like, it was a rough time. There's a couple moments where the difficulty just kind of like spiked in that game because it was technically that developer's first game and the first time that Tim Schafer ever made a non-adventure game as well. He's really like winging it at times. He played Outriders, and it is actually a very good game and an interesting story plot. When you have time, take a look. It's like still a live service game, and I'm not really into those. I know it'd be a game I'd play once and never again.
Is this a bad time, Mia?
I always have time for my kid Ingenio.
Lady with a PTSD, yes, and we made her all better.
Are you worried about Maligula?
Well, she died in the Battle of Grulovia, but sometimes the idea of someone is more dangerous than the person themselves. Her followers are what scare me. When someone devotes their life to a memory, they're capable of anything.
Are you meditating?
In a way, I'm reaching out to detect ripples in the psychic network around the world.
What are you doing that for?
I'm trying to find delusionist activity around the world and report it to Agent Forsyth down in the nerve center.
Whipple?
Ripples?
A name like Maligula carries heavy emotional baggage for many people. It's like a large stone dropped in a pond.
This is the kind of girl that would sell you
Ripples spread
essential
out
oils on
and bounce
Facebook.
off each other. If you know how to read the patterns,
Or is that crackheads?
they can lead you
Not
to
sure.
the source.
Hippies or crackheads? Which one is it?
Can I ask you about the Psychic Six?
Of course, Rasputin.
Are any of them still around?
Both?
Oh, yes. Besides Ford,
But which
you know,
one is the
there's
worst
also
one to buy from?
Mentalis out in his workshop, still tinkering with his gadgets. Sasha is his #1 customer. Dogenbull's grandfather, Compton, is here
Is
as
every
well,
girl you've
but
ever met in
he
Lexington, Kentucky
keeps
just
to himself. The other survivors have
talking
gone
about
their own ways,
transcendentalation?
unfortunately.
I got an email from someone recently. I don't want to make fun of the guy, but his email like caught me off guard because he's asking for permission to like run a GameSyn channel of his own. Because people always ask me if they can do that. I don't know why people think I'm in charge of that, but I'm always getting like emails every once in a while from people like, "Hey, I want to make a GameSyn channel of my own. Is it alright with you? You won't like strike me or something, will you?" I was like, "Do whatever you want." But this one was unique. He said he wanted to make a GameSyn channel, but one that focused on the sending games I was really thrown out because he wants to approach it from the angle of talking about the ways games destroy your mind. And he's like, destroying your chakras. I am dead serious. He used the word chakras in his email. I was like, oh, okay, go for it. I'll have to like look at that email again, but it's like really threw me. It's like, really? You want to like, because he was kind of like treating Game Sins like he wanted to make a Psychonauts episode out of it. Or something along those lines, like, divide us and like destroy the chakras, man. I just don't like, hey, man, I'm not in charge of it. Go for whatever you want to make.
What happened to...
I don't know if that would be a good angle or not. I mean, do you think the games are ruining your chakras, chat?
In the Battle of Grulovia. I wish I could have met him.
Has my chakra been damaged by video games?
And color.
Did you ever meet Cassiopeia?
No, but I read her book, Mindswarm. Very inspiring. I'm actually using some of her multitasking techniques right now.
So hippie, why games are bad for you, Sins? Yeah, sort of like that. I just was like immediately thrown off by the word chakras because as soon as I hear that word, I'm like, oh, okay. This guy a big Spoongle fan? I didn't talk to him more than just say, hey, do whatever you want to do. I ain't in charge of it. You don't have to ask my permission.
Did you ever work with Lily's great uncle, Bob Zanotto?
Oh yes, poor Bob.
Maybe then he'll actually make the channel and maybe you can go watch it at some point.
It really took a toll on him. I know it was very
maybe he's got a good angle on it.
Truman to let him go, but
maybe our chakras really are being poisoned.
Oh, what that poor family has endured.
Well, enough about those guys.
Yes, let's talk about us.
Let's talk about you and me.
Are you worried about Truman?
To be honest, I've never seen him like this before.
Spiritual something or other is focused within rippling and tearing.
He has his fearless daughter in there now, taking care of him.
Your description of the channel makes me want to miss his videos over and over again. I mean, it might be worth a watch.
Have you talked to Sasha lately?
Sasha
Let's not dismiss something out of hand because we're unenlightened and cultured.
He says hello.
Well, I'll stop bothering you now.
Never a bother, darling. Ciao.
See what she sees us as. Groovy, babe. Whenever someone says chakras or astrological sign, you nod out. Yeah, you just smile and just like, yeah, okay, I got you. Just be nice to them until you can get out of the conversation. He can be here in chat. Well, I'm not making fun of him. Like I said, he's free to do whatever he wants. Like I said, I've even said it. Maybe it'll be good. So if you're here, chakra dude, do your best. Wishing you luck. Yeah, that seems like the agent thing seems to be a generic way a lot of people view us for the NPCs. Can't tell me any dates have been ruined as soon as the girl talks about her Leo energy. Tell me, give me the exact number of dates, because that seems oddly weird if you nothing but women who are like into like chakras. Hey, you got my clothes?
That was a dirty trick you pulled. I want my clothes back.
You know, you're right. I'm sorry. And I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to let you finish my asset recovery mission.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna end up naked in a closet again?
My intern assignment is to track down this list of missing Psychonaut assets. Mission critical assets.
So,
Lexington is Chakra Girl Central. Hey, you're still getting dates, though, is what I heard from your comment.
You will do a child's work.
So it can't be all bad.
Finish this mission, and we'll know you're ready for your clothes back.
What are chakras anyway? I don't know, but I'll let you become a ninja from what I know of Naruto. Your internship will sometimes present you with extra credit opportunities. You can track these optional missions here.
This looks like a good place to track my side missions.
Who's the creator is leaving the... I mean, he's made enough games, hasn't he? Reaching Titanium max capacity. Visit the automatic... or find wallet upgrades that increase your Titanium capacity. Chakras make you... And this, I remember what I remember of Naruto, they use chakra to shoot, spit fire out and stuff.
Can't grab that. My side pouch is full. Hey, Sam.
You're not supposed to knock on the fish, you know, the aquarium window.
No, it's the opposite. You're supposed to tap on the glass to keep their heart rates up. In this predator-free environment, their heart rates get dangerously slow.
Huh.
Plus, they love it. I mean, look at them jump.
If you are serious, chakras, from my understanding, are a spiritual nervous system or nothing more. Well, yeah, it's, you know, essentially like it's the channels that flow, where the energy flow through you.
Hey.
So what do we interns usually do?
Depends on who your mentor is.
So the fish are relaxed? I don't think, like,
Raz.
most animals are ever relaxed, because something is usually out there that's going to eat you. Have you ever seen a squirrel? Squirrels are fucking anxiety maxed. They're just always looking around. There's never a moment where a squirrel isn't just waiting for something to come and eat it.
I really don't think you're supposed to.
Back off, or I'll tap your glass.
What?
I really don't think you're supposed to.
Back off, or I'll tap your glass.
Don't tap my glass. I'm almost certain that's meant to be a little bit of a dirty joke. Back up, or I'll tap your ass. Sounds a lot like the same thing. He sees me as a squirrel.
Yep.
Ugh, gross. Don't do that. Your friends have to drink that water. Swim faster. Don't be lazy.
I'm really late to intern orientation now. I better get to the class right away.
First, I need to use a machine and spend my money.
That person's aura is telling me their perspective on the world is especially worth seeing. With clairvoyance.
Yeah, I'll look at that in a second.
How's your fantasy football team doing?
Oh, they're the best.
Check these new pins, the very latest.
We will buy... Urge a Psycho or 9-collated Psy Challenge cards that create a Psy Challenge marker. Any of those? Apparently not. Alright, so we'll buy... First thing we buy is the thing that lets us upgrade our amount we can carry.
Wise choice.
We'll buy a core.
Idea. Let's make a Psy Challenge marker and get you ranked up. Sayonara, Psychic.
Hi.
Huh?
Oh. This guy is like living in heaven constantly. He sees nothing but bacon. I want what mental problem he has.
If there are layoffs, maybe I'll get a sweet severance package.
I don't get
He
paid.
lives a much better life than the rest of us.
I'll tell you that twice.
So if I bring you back all these scavenger hunt items...
Mission critical Psychonaut assets.
You'll give me my old clothes back?
Yes, definitely.
What does she see us?
If I can find them, I will 100% give them back.
You can tell this girl is a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. That's what I'm thinking. That's why she's also mean. The mole? Hmm. Interesting. Thinks we're the mole.
Before I forget why I let you into the
Scanning for fingerprint.
Open up! I need some fresh air. What am I? A prisoner?
No, you're an intern.
What's the difference?
You're getting school credit.
The marrow room. OC, do not steal. Everyone's got an OC, don't steal. Chat, tell me about your original character, do not steal. Everyone's got one. You don't have to be ashamed of it anymore. Everyone saw like, man, my character is really cool. And even like probably some of you have even had it commissioned and drawn probably. Do I have one? Of course I've had one. I literally named myself after it. Dartigan was a character I wrote for a web series, you know, that I was going to play in. So you've already been seeing my original character, Do Not Steal, this entire time. You weren't even aware. Get Get that good, good shit up here. Let a few like gems.
Hey!
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins. Experts agree.
Oh, no, don't. Not that. Okay, I can actually open it now. Wrote a whole comic book around my OC, Do Not Steal, and his name is strikingly similar to mine. Well, like mine comes from like a French name, so maybe that's the reason.
Cut! What do you mean my psychonaut battle bot is cut?
What are we talking about? Original characters that we thought were so cool and that we
But my PMDB!
thought, man, I wish I'd get my own TV show or something along those lines.
Did someone say something about pirate radio?
No.
Yes. Morris is doing it, and it's totally against the rules, and
Hey,
he's
Darren,
gonna
what's
get
up, Green
kicked
Nut?
out of the Psychonauts.
Lizzie, you're fired.
Dream on.
Can I be a pirate radio DJ?
What's your area of musical expertise?
Well, I grew up in the circus, so most of what I know is calliope music.
I see.
Looks like you don't need me anymore, Morris.
Listen, I'll get back to you, kid.
You know what? I've never liked shows where like every character starts out hating the main character.
Make any decisions about DJs yet?
Reminded me too much
yeah,
of real life.
It turns out I'm not doing the station anymore. Too busy with intern biz.
Coward.
See how these two see us. This girl still sees me as in my underwear. Hot. Can you use clairvoyance on them? You can use clairvoyance on everyone. So she still like only sees me in myself, just more naked. But you. Same. Wow, you too, huh? You see me as naked as well? Understandable. Have a nice day.
It's just not safe to use
Look at that card up there.
clairvoyance without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins. Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance without my special clairvoyance enhancing pins.
With that Psy card, I can make a Psy challenge marker back at the automatic.
Check these new pins, the very latest.
Wake up. Okay, now... can I buy a pin for anything? Channels more... Wow, these are expensive-ass fucking pins. Never mind, I'll look at that later.
Anytime.
Okay, now level... Wrong button again. Telekinesis, maybe? What happens if you level up Claire Lasting Gaze? Reveal hidden objects stay visible longer. Mental block. Take no damage for a brief period when entering clairvoyance. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to upgrade clairvoyance, I believe. It's upgrade pyro.
I know it's only for emergencies, but I really feel like trying out my improved...
Ink tank. And that reduced everything by the cost of 50%. Gonna be probably very expensive, right?
Got it!
There's another full Psychor.
Aha! Got some intern credits.
I think we'll upgrade melee again. Mine, Psyblast, gain an addition. No, we'll actually upgrade, the required for next upgrade. I guess I can't upgrade that. Upgrade telekinesis. Levitation ball will damage enemies if you slam into them at high speeds. We'll upgrade tele. Pin costs 750 and you have to be certain ranked equipment. Do you still get the little like minded arrowhead detector like in the first game? That's how you like got a lot of money in that one to buy the more expensive stuff. Because the way it's currently going, I don't see how I'd ever get that much money since I'm only finding like a few at a time. How long do you think we'll need to wait until we can enter the Mindscape again? We'll probably be doing that very soon. We're just, exploring our initial environment. This is gonna be like our new hub world after all. No arrowhead thing? Not that I recall. Interesting.
Get a hold of yourself, Oleander.
Go on fighting Caligula without my battle bot, cheapskates.
Hey, I'm with you. Letting him build a battle anything is probably a bad idea.
Oh, right. New intern. Thought I told you not to be late. Doesn't matter. You need a mentor. Let me see who's left.
Ooh. Am I helping Mia? Or Sasha on a mission?
No. You're in the mailroom. Your mentor is Nick Johnsmith.
Mailroom?
This seems like abusive labor.
John Smith?
Without pay.
I've never heard of an Agent John Smith.
How many of you have ever been an
Nick's
intern
not
before
an
in chat?
agent. He's not even psychic. He's just good at sorting mail. You'll love Nick. Everybody does.
The mailroom?
Ford Cruller himself worked in that mailroom. You could learn a lot there. For one thing, how to be on time.
You have?
Okay.
An intern
I've
graphic
given you
designer even.
fingerprint access to the mailroom.
What was your experience
Now,
being an
Scoot,
intern?
I've got a base to run and a budget to balance.
Why does everyone hate you? Because it's a common thing in childhood. Things that are made for children, I guess. They're used to being hated and they go to a new school. Feel like everyone doesn't like them, they don't fit in. It's a pretty classic way of telling your story, actually. In the first game, that starts out that way as well. Like, everyone you meet is kind of like, doesn't really seem to like you much in the psychic summer camp. So, they're just kind of like redoing that again. But the staff, well, to them, you're just this little kid. Let's see how she sees this. A chicken. I got a question why she sees me as a chicken and breaking out the egg. Newborn chick? I guess so.
Where do I find my mentor again?
Your mentor, Nick Johnsmith, should be waiting for you in the mailroom downstairs. Why can't you remember this?
I'm gonna burn your fucking office down. Huh, you like that?
You're just trying to get locked up in psycho-isolation, aren't you?
Well, our work is done. Now she's throwing objects strictly mother. Now I need to like be more abusive to the people around me.
That was outrageous.
That's a very alpha male thing to do. And I want to be alpha. I've heard that's a good state to be in.
Hey! How's your dad?
Terrible! I gotta go get him some therapy plant stats.
How'd you get that hatch open?
Oh, it's got a fingerprint combination. I can teach it to you. Come here. It's more than just a number. You kind of have to feel it. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Good. Tell anybody you got it from me, and you're dead. Bye!
Do you think maybe they became boyfriend and girlfriend because this had the same shaped head? Now you can access Auto Brain's only network of quick travel around the Mother Lobe and other local areas. Now Kiss, they've already done that. They had like quite a few Kiss scenes in the first game.
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance.
Atrium...
Without my
Never
special
mind.
clairvoyance enhancing pins.
No, I don't really need it. They had 2? Yeah, well, 2. It's more than most games get. They were actually really funny, too, at that.
Where's all this hot air coming from?
You see me as a cigarette vending machine, huh? Missed a lot? You can't miss those 2 scenes. They're like part of the cutscenes you get while going through the game. But we gotta go to the bold mailroom, huh? You never played the first one? Oh. I thought, because you said that, you actually played it. Here.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access
Wait, well, really? I was assuming no.
Granted.
Oh, wow! This is the nerve center, where they track psychic activity and operations around the world.
There were a lot of actual scenes you can miss in the original Psychonauts that I in my first playthrough, I missed most of them actually. When I played through it a second time, there's like so much stuff I even realized, well, I should have been doing so much more. But it's actually, you can like miss half the game in that, or at least half the like character scenes with all the optional cast. These guys are probably just all see me as like a future agent. Amount of puns in Psychonauts Agency is a crime against humanity. You don't like puns? You know, puns can be fun. They're not all bad.
Agent 33 has yet to report. Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Must be the founders.
Got a Psy card. Wow. The Office of Truman Zanotto, Grand Head of the
Puns are great, but too many. But what's the actual number of too many puns? It also depends on who's giving them out and the kind of puns they're making. Guessing you can't swim. We have a curse on us where water will actually kill us. Our entire family has actually died from drowning. I'm not joking. That's the part of the lore behind Rasputin, and it's a major part of this game, I believe. Like some gypsy woman or something like cursed them to all die in water. So if you actually fall in water, a big hand will come out of it and try to grab you. I'll show you. The water literally will attack you.
Yep. I'll take that card.
Thought I was joking? Nope, I was not. It would have been a good joke, but it's actually part of the actual game. Let's talk to our Lily here. Did I just see you in a different area of the place? Also, Lord Dre, thank you for the sub. Love the Game Sin series. Always a pleasure to see content from you. Oh, well, thank you, my man. How have you been? How'd you like the Halo 5 video? And how you liking the stream tonight? That's a lot of questions. You pick one of those questions I just answered. Pick the one you want to, pick the questions I just answered. Pick the question I just asked, and answer that, and that one, only that one. I shouldn't be like, demanding like 3 different sets of questions for someone who just subscribed. That seems a little rude. I should be like, thanking you and moving on.
Is Truman doing better?
No,
He's
he's
still
doing
sleeping.
worse. On the way home he was talking at least, but now he's not even doing that. But I brought him some of my most psychosensitive plants. They should help me figure out what's going on.
In your friend's Minecraft server, you have vampirism mod, and I turn myself, and it turns out I can infect basically everything. The villagers and animals sounds a bit broken then. You understood none of that? I know I ramble sometimes, and I can't really think of the proper words. It happens. You should know this by now. Basically, I asked him 3 questions, or I didn't mean to, and I said, just pick which one of those you want to answer, and go with that one. Bartender says, I'm sorry, but we don't serve strings here. Oof. This might be a copyrighted joke. It's in quotations. String goes back to the table, he ties himself in a loop and messes up the top of his hair. He walks back to the bar and orders a beer. The bartender squints at him and says, hey, aren't you a string? The string says, nope, I'm afraid not. I'm glad this type of joke and type of humor has completely died out. I'm very happy those old-fashioned, really long, no brevity-ass jokes are rarely used anymore.
Can I get you anything?
I've always despised them.
Who did this to him, so
Jokes are all about the moment and being very quick and punctual. Ask for a pun. A pun is usually a lot shorter than that. That's actually just a straight up knock-knock joke almost. Like a pun is usually word-based. Like one word that sounds like another.
Do you want to be alone?
You can stay, but I'm afraid I'm not very good company right now.
Some jokes have build up, some do. They're usually done by comedians who know how to really build up a joke and structure it properly. Most people, that's a rare skill though.
Did your dad have any enemies?
No. Well, lots actually. If you
Brevity
count
is
all
like
the
key to
international
humor
criminals
usually.
he's busted, but
I
they're all
say
in
this
jail.
though, and I have really long explanations for shit in games, and sometimes really long-winded jokes. Even I'm not immune to like making that mistake.
You ever have a fight with anybody?
You have felt Dartigan's wrath. I wasn't talking about you precisely. I was just giving comments on those kind of jokes. Fine if you like making them, but I've just always been like, oof, those really long jokes, because my friends would tell them all the time. They'd get them online. I was like, oh, did you have to do that? And you just come up with something. What did the fight out with Uncle Bob?
What did he fight about with Uncle Bob?
I know you didn't make it. You got off a line somewhere. That's why you put it in quotations.
Uncle Bob Zanotto was a founding member of the Psychonauts, you know. A master of psychoherbology. But after the big fight with Maligula, he sort of fell apart. He became a danger to himself and other agents. My dad had to fire him.
Okay, your username.
Wow.
And you got one right there.
Fired
Dragon
by
M.
your little nephew.
Dragon
But
5?
Uncle Bob would never hurt Dad.
Whatever it is, I'm not getting it.
Okay, I think I'm ready to talk about that time we met.
Raz, that was like a few days ago.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad it happened.
Me too, Raz.
Okay.
Well, technically, she
I'm
caught
going to
you on
work
the
on
air
this
while you were
whole
falling through,
If you
Culture
find
Lander's
out,
mind.
You gotta tell me before you tell anyone else. If you want real justice to be served.
Got one gonna start an all-girl punk rock band called Pippi Bongstoggy. Now that's a pun. See, that's how a pun works. Oh, crap it. Same questions. 20 years ago? Well, we're pretending the 15 years in between games didn't happen.
Find out. You gotta tell me before you tell anyone else. If you want real justice to be served.
Oh. Okay.
See how she sees us. Well, she wants us to get a haircut, that's for sure. But that's love right there. What about the Comatose man? Oh, he just sees us as poor. Ah, my little girl has brought home a poor boyfriend. Oof. Rich dad problems. Can that be a new thing, by the way, rich dad problems?
Scanning for fingerprint.
Sees you as a shepherd? No, I was thinking, well, shepherds generally were kind of poor. Oh, no, let me in. Let me in. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Well, it's not my hair. Also, I'm a redheaded. Raz is a ginger. Same as her, but she sees us with a completely different hairstyle and color. Alright, to the mailroom, I think. Did you know that Psychonauts was the first game by Double Fine? Yes. It was after Tim Schafer left Disney. What was he worked for LucasArts, right? Making adventure games, and they left them and made his own company. Psychonauts is really the only game Double Fine made that I actually really enjoyed. Other games they made didn't really hit the mark, I feel. Jim, you heading out? You have a good one, man. Thanks for being here. Let's start a fresh recording too, by the way. Don't know if this game will not crash on me. Alright, so mailroom, right? What are we doing that? There's other. Have I been up this way? Yeah, I've been up this way. Can't get up there just yet. Well, there's the food court. Haven't been into the food court yet. You like Brutal Legend? I like Brutal Legend up until the point where it became a really bad RTS game. It would have been fine had it not done that. No, right. Show me... Wow, it sees me as that. A monster. The entire time Daciana has streamed, did not one crash. That's good to know then. Then again, not everyone will have the same experience when it comes to a game crashing or not.
Hey, you guys heard about the mole?
Uh-huh.
Do you think Agent 33 is involved?
Uh-oh. I thought I was stuck there for a second. I couldn't move.
So, what's good today?
Why do I bother making signs?
Honey pepper boar bacon. You know what? That actually sounds good.
Oh, I'll have the special.
Sorry, we're out. My bacon guy is late today.
Okay, I'll be back later.
What about that dude who just saw the world as bacon? Was that him?
Probably just saved
Day old sushi. What did I just pick up? I think that was one of the items I need for that scavenger hunt.
Can't leave this card lying around.
So how long do you think it'll take to get Psychonauts 3? I think Lily might be the villain based on what she said about taking... No, she's not the villain. That would be one hell of a weird twist, though, if it was. Almost killed myself. Alright, so there's that. I don't think we can go to the hey, the bacon guy.
Hi.
Huh? Go in there and make bacon for that lady? I don't know.
Experts agree.
What's the haircut place? Can we get in there now? So when did he get cursed? His entire family has been cursed since before he was born.
Wow. The Psychonauts have their own hair salon? Would it be weird if I asked for the Sasha 9? It doesn't look open yet.
No, there wasn't a moment when he himself was cursed. He just always has been.
Safe to use clairvoyance. Without my special clairvoyance
Wow.
enhancing pins.
A bowling alley? A psychic bowling alley? Amazing! Doesn't look open though. Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my
Alright, to the mailroom. We need a proper mission. We've explored enough here. Would be, you know, well, you know what? I'm gonna say she's not, but if I get it wrong, I will admit that I am fairly stupid for not seeing the obvious signs that she would be the villain.
We do not assign mentors so that you can ignore them. Please check in with your mentors regularly.
Mr. John Smith? Hello? New intern here.
Right. Why do the rats see me as a monster? I've done nothing to them.
How could Nick let it get
Well,
like
I did just rob them, so maybe that's why they see me as that.
He's usually so organized.
When influencing a bowling ball with telekinesis would be cheating. When everyone can do it, though, it's not cheating. Cheating only happens when you yourself have some kind of extreme advantage, or biological advantage that others don't have. Well, some kind of advantage you're giving yourself. But if everyone's psychic, it's perfectly fine.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can.
I mean, that's sound logic, right? It sounds like it is to me.
Where is Nick? I can't remember the last time I saw him.
About to crash. Have a good night. Carbone, you have a good night, man. Thanks for being here.
Should I tell somebody?
Hope you enjoyed your time tonight.
Get poor Nick in trouble.
Desperately need the double jump on my bouncy ball.
hope Nick's okay.
Everything okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm, Nick John Smith's new intern.
Oh, so you're the one not sorting all this mail.
Wait!
Better get all this mail sorted, quick! You're making Nick look bad.
This is a toxic work environment. Mission can report to the mail. New mission, sort the mail. Someone's got a one on it. Wrench? Net? Oh.
Yep. Psychar.
Mail sorted? Or, no, still more.
This package is addressed to Truman Zanotto. Hey, this might be important. I'd better bring it to Truman.
Check it for White Hunter.
Technically, this is official Psychonauts business.
Deliver the package. Come on. Okay. You don't just deliver the other suspicious package, Ras. Nice to that you teach them. They teach you the mechanics like this. Helps you remember for later encounters.
Yep.
Yeah. Though sometimes an overly long tutorial though can be like, come on, get on with it already. Especially when it's a platformer. But yeah, it's all right. I'm fine with it.
Got it.
I guess it is more. It's a little bit more complex than your average platformer.
Yoink. Yep.
There's one more thing over this way I want to grab. Nope, must have already got it.
I'd better deliver this